folks who have experienced torture by solitary confinement. Voices Unbarred partners with Unlock the Box campaign to end solitary confinement in DC jails through the RACE Act. So just want us to really ground in that solitary confinement is one form of that torture that exists in our system, right? And there are many ways that torture has been enacted, particularly on Black and brown folks and poor folks. And so tonight we'll be seeing how that can also be alchemized into art and change movement. And I'll pass it off to Lori, the founder.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I was going to wait though. I'll do that after because we want to hear from Lori, the founder and director of Voices Unbarred.
Yes, that's Perry. They'll introduce themselves a little bit more in a little bit, but they are one of the co-facilitators of this programming. So thank you for holding space for that. I think it's very important, and I feel definitely grounded in the importance of why we're all here today. And thank you all for being here today. As Perry said, my name is Lori. I'm the founder of Voices Unbarred and the artistic director of Ally Theater Company, of which Voices Unbarred is the main programming. And what you're going to see today is our program called Inner Voices. So Voices Unbarred's mission is to amplify the voices of people impacted by incarceration, and we use theater to both reimagine a new prison system, as well as advocate for the changes that we want to see in the system. And so our Inner Voices programming leans a little bit more into the theater side so that people can explore the systems around them, analyze them, and then come up with a performance that can help advocate and tell their stories. So we're going to see today, we've been working on for about 10 weeks, exploring all of their stories and pulling this together for you all to see. As AP started by saying, solitary confinement is a torturous practice, and it's something we've been partnering with the Unlock the Box DC campaign. That's a coalition here in DC, but it's also a national campaign. There's a lot of flyers and stuff on the registration desk. If you didn't see them when you came in, be sure to check those out before you leave, because it shows you a lot more about how to join that coalition and help us advocate to end solitary confinement both in DC and nationally. A little bit about the play. There is an advisory. There are going to be some sensitive topics around drugs, suicide, and death, so just want you to be aware of that. We're also photographing this performance. You are not the subjects of the photography, but if you feel a little uncomfortable with even just having like your head in the picture, please let our photographer Troy know. It's over there. I want to say a big thank you to the DC Commission on the Arts and Humanities, who's helping us fund this performance. The True Reformer building, which you are sitting in, is so beautiful. Gail Sonnemann, First Congregational UCC, First Trinity, and the Unlock the Box campaign, all who helped greatly in making this performance today possible. I want to shout out Perry, who's the co-facilitator. We have Maddie and our volunteers, Chef Reese, David, Hannah, and Umar's going to help as well in the audience, so thank you for helping make this possible. And of course, to our performers, who you will meet in a moment. I'm very appreciative for them for being vulnerable, willing to share their stories, being creative and imagining different ways of being, and working hard over the last 2 weeks to pull this together. One more shout out that's a little fun is it's Chantel's birthday, and she's going to be performing, so let's give her a little bit of applause. Yes, we want to make sure she has a great evening tonight. So, happy birthday, Chantel.
Happy birthday, Chantel.
Happy birthday, Chantel.
Okay, couple more things that I just need to tell you. Emergency exits are in the back on both sides if you need to go. There's an elevator on the left one, stairs on the right, same way you came in. Bathrooms are also on both sides. They're gender neutral, so you can use either. This one has more stalls. That one's a single cell. And yes, make sure your phone is on silence. There's no intermission, so take care of yourself as you need. And then the final thing was afterwards, we were going to have a quick show talk back. So the show doesn't run longer than an hour, so please save time to sit from them directly and then mingle afterwards. And now I will pass it back to AP to introduce yourself briefly, or do you want to do it after? Okay, we'll do it after. That's AP, just keep that in mind. Okay, so then with that,
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'll explain that. So let me start again.
I was trying to put it on silent.
So yes, with our grounding, with Marcellus Williams in our minds, and all of those who are still incarcerated and couldn't be here, they're here with us tonight, and with our performers, I will turn it over to them for the show.
It's okay to tell your story.
It's okay to tell your story.
It's okay to tell your story.
It's okay to tell your story. It's okay to tell your story.
Now hear me tell my story.
My people are healing.
Yes.
Yes.
Our people are survivors and thrivers.
Yes.
My people are unbreakable.
My people are resilient.
Oh, yeah.
I am Gene Downey, a spoken word artist, a great dad, an awesome person, an avid reader. I am peace, love. I am what is, what was, and what always will be. I am repping for my mother. I am the direct reflection of my father. I am a great brother. I am respectful, intelligent, creative, talented, disciplined, focused, and super busy. I am a man of many hats.
Well then.
Told you. I am loyal, I am honest, spiritual, kind, a Virgo. I am free, strong, selfless, thoughtful, an actor, a real friend. I'm perfect. I am one of a kind. I am patient. I am fasting. I am a teacher, a writer, a thinker. I am level-headed, a fan of all sports. Let's go, Commanders.
All right, Commanders.
And that I am for positive growth of humanity.
Thank you.
I am creative, fun, smart, happy, in love, beautiful, an artist, a grandmother, friendly, a hairstylist, a bartender, an event planner, a pet lover, stylish, a great swimmer, a person who loves to walk, not photogenic, but has some great pictures. Someone who loves naps, a Girl Scout, a person who enjoys traveling, short, a loyal friend, neat. Did I say stylish?
Tell them again then.
Also, not afraid of bugs. You kind of don't like when girls act like a tiny bug is gonna actually eat them or something. Like, cut the theatrics. But I'm a rainbow. That is colorful.
Mental health in me. Mental health, what is it really? Mental health is defined a person's overall well-being that affects how you think, how you feel, and how you act. She walks up and down the streets, back and forth, head down as she moves. What are her thoughts? She's talking loud, but no one quite understands her life. To her, it's very, very bland. He walks across the street taking it slow, talking to himself. What he's saying, no one knows. Hoping to find his way through the corners of the streets. Can you please help me act? Help me to eat. Flip-flop shoes, soiled khaki, colored pants. He suddenly stops and takes a stance. The kind of man no woman would have. She sees him as tarnished rags, his legs and feet ashy, loaded with dirt, his mind wandering freely with a silent hurt. They don't discuss their problems because you think we're insane. But no one asks, how are you today? Or what's your name? Mental health, an illness most overlooked, a mind that cries out like an open book. Some of their eyes are blushing, some filled with the color yellow, yelling out loud. No one knows nothing of being mellow. Mental health, an issue that is seldomly discussed. Mental health patients no one will ever trust. Mental health, what actually is it really? It's the act of reaching out and not portrayed as being creative, an imaginary concept, blending creativity and reality. I am mental health. I wear a suit, a tie, combed hair. My mind comes and goes, but no one is aware. I too am a mental health patient. I work at a bank. I don't steal. I don't argue. I don't even swear. But when you see me, you know not of the illness that I bear. I am mental illness. The drugs consumed in the beginning, but I was good. But then the more I took, I started to zoom. And now, what is mental health? Talk to me and see. You never know how you could be helping me. Hear me when I tell my story.
Hear me 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 tell my story. Hear me tell my story.
Hear me tell my story.
Hear me tell my story. Hear me tell my story.
Hear me tell my story.
Hear us tell our story.
Tick. Wake up, get on your doors. We got a council member walking through. That's your concerns. Gio! Mr. Jones, how you doing this morning?
Man, I ain't doing good, man. I've been on disparate segregation for 30 days, man. 30 days, I ain't got no shot. Ain't nobody came to talk to me or nothing. I've seen you before on your little walkthroughs, and you ain't even stopping my door.
You say you been on how long, Mr. Jones?
30 days, man. Who is you, man?
Be back here another 30 days.
I'm the DC council member. I come down here to check out the special housing unit with the smooth.
Oh, man. Yeah. I've been on disciplinary segregation, right? For 30 days. It's really solitary confinement, but disciplinary segregation, what they saying. But I ain't had no shot or nothing.
He'll be back here another 30 days before he get out of here.
Shit.
Miss Bruce, how you doing today?
I'm not good.
You ain't getting out good. How can we help
I'm in here for medical and y'all treat me like I'm in solitary confinement. I haven't had a shower in 6 days.
Miss Bruce, we do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for the other side.
Well, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I didn't see anybody. Nobody gave me a shower. Nobody let me out.
Hate to see how that cell smells.
How you doing, Miss Roberts? I heard you had a birthday today.
Yeah, but, I am in here because they have me on suicide watch. And I don't even wanna hurt myself.
You sure you didn't tell someone that? Like, we have monitoring you, that's why you don't have your clothes and things like that. That was a statement you made, wasn't it?
At this point, I don't know what to say.
And how long you made it, bro?
3 months.
Sheesh.
She sure hurt herself in another 3 months.
And you again, huh? How you doing today?
I'm not doing well at all. I got into a little tussle, and they started talking about I gotta go to a safe cell. What in the world is a safe cell? This ain't nothing but disciplinary. I've been locked up before, so I know what the drill is.
But I'm saying, in these situations, we try to make sure that you don't get no harm done to you and you don't cause harm to
I
us.
didn't cause no harm. This is just a punishment.
That's your story.
That's my story.
No such thing as a safe cell back here. He's right.
Okay, how you doing today, sir? You all right? Like you little winter?
I mean, I just got from the facility. I'm just here for intake. Why have I been here for over 30 days? Like, I know what's going on.
You been in intake over 30 days?
Yeah, I mean, did it really take that long? Like,
The case manager, what they say? You like,
I can't talk to I've been back here for over 30 days. I can't talk to nobody. I don't know. Tell me something. Like,
Supposed to be for safety. No such thing here.
hey, you might want to put your coat mask on.
What?
How you doing today?
I'm alright. I just trying to figure out why I'm still here. I came in, on the intake for COVID, and I already gave you all my COVID vaccination card. I'm just trying to figure out why I'm still in this.
If we couldn't verify, so it's been trouble, and, we think it was 4, so we waiting to get a confirmation.
Huh?
Remind me to get a mask and a new booster shot.
Well, it seems as if, you guys running a pretty tight ship here. For a minute there, I was afraid that we have to see some solitary confinement. Good thing that you guys not run your prison that way. So I want to commend you on a good job, and
We'll be sure to keep them locked in, that's for sure.
you do that.
Gotta remember who was that in that first cell. Coming back.
I found that a lot of returning citizens seem to be more comfortable in jail than they do in society.
Why should we have to go through this torture and then have to adapt? We're institutionalized.
Seems like most of 28 years of my incarceration was a waste of time. Once you learn to deal with the everyday threats of violence and the actual violent occurrences of your peers, you realize that you're being basically warehoused. Mentally, it's relatable to the way, I would say it's relatable to the way that the Christians view heaven and hell as a real, they view heaven and hell as a real physical place. And I will say that prison is a physical hell.
There's nothing more frustrating and when you're doing what you're supposed to do, and they treat you like you're not.
If you ain't gonna listen to me, then fuck
Yeah. What he said. That's how I feel. What he said. What he said.
What he said.
What are you doing? Oh, you know. Yeah. What are you doing?
Basketball.
Huh? Okay.
What are you doing?
Riding a bike?
Can I support you right now?
I am patient, I am kind, I am love. I am black, I am a Jamaican, I am urban, I am good. I'm also hood, I'm beautiful, I am unique, I am blessed, I am slim thick, I am honest, I am graceful, I am spiritual, I am lovable, I am a leader, I am a believer, I am insatiable, I am spontaneous, I am social, I am a woman, I am humble, I am intelligent, I am creative, I am a poet, I am unbreakable, I am strong, I am bold, I am my story untold, I am a single mom, I am smart, I am gullible, I am fashionable, I am stylish, I am a healer, I am unstoppable, I am bold, I am boisterous, I am good, I am aware, I am remarkable, I am unashamed, I am free because I am me.
I am who I am because of who we are together. They call that Ubuntu. I am a complicated melody, but still so simple. I am a dream deferred, but not denied. Of all that I am still undefined. I am undefined, but torture is. I am full of love, but love don't live where torture lives. I am free, as far as you can see, yet still not free to use my agency. I am not one to not resist. I am tired, but still I persist.
Yes.
I am exhausted.
I wanted to advocate for myself, but they wouldn't allow it.
I knew I couldn't fight it, so I cried.
I felt so violated.
Here we go.
Yeah.
If I could have signed on the dotted line and go back to jail, I would have.
What?
What? Really?
I am exhausted.
Thank you, y'all.
I feel you. Yes.
So what leads to poor mental health?
Generational trauma.
Drug use, genetic disorders. My dad he has bipolar and he's schizoaffective, and now he just passed down.
Lack of access to resources to meds.
Addiction.
I think generational trauma. You know, a lot of things just passed down from one generation to another.
Our criminal legal system.
What about trauma and torture compounded?
Lack of community.
My daughter was sentenced by the same judge 16 years later.
I was shipped to California. I was caught my case here in Washington, D.C.
Speaking of lack of community, it's kind of like when you're around a bunch of people but still have no one to talk to or understand.
Where's all the drug treatment programs?
Sure ain't in the projects because they had no resources for trauma-informed care.
How could you traumatize a 16-year-old by sending him to adult prison?
How could you be so fast to give up on kids?
Well, you should have come to jail.
Well, at 21 years old, I was sentenced to 66 years to life. Been through the system, and I will find myself in Alabama, Talladega, medium security prison after like 15 years in prison. It was there where I worked with the psychology department as a suicide companion. It was a wonderful experience. Unfortunately, when I was filing for IRA, my mom passed in the process of me fighting for my release. The night she passed, the very next morning, they called me to the lieutenant office and they were asking me to do suicide watch that day. I explained to them, my mom passed. I'm not in the right mind state to watch someone else. That was the most insensitive situation I had ever been because I was surrounded by these lieutenants and the chief psychologist, actually, where I would have thought she would have been more understanding. And they threatened to put me in the hole if I did not go to watch someone else, in spite of me saying my mom passed. The night before, not 2 months ago, 2 weeks. That was the angriest I've been internally. Losing my mom and the insensitivity while I'm facing a life sentence. But I knew I was in a heightened state of emotion. I knew that this is the time where most snap. And I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. So I kept it together and I did my job, what I was supposed to do that day. Afterwards, I signed out properly. And that was the last day I did suicide watch. And it was such a disservice to those who I was able to talk to. And it was definitely something that I learned so much from, but it was also, it told me how strong I was under those circumstances to persevere such devastating, circumstances and news. But at the same time, it gave me the strength to keep pushing, knowing that if I overcome this situation, how much I can do for others. And even in a situation so dark, and you can still have light, and you can still inspire others from that position, you can still be a source of strength, was the most, all you can ask for when serving a life sentence.
God training doesn't include mental health or any sense of understanding. It only does for security.
Yep.
They often have their own I'd address Trump.
Definitely
That
true.
part.
We got the guards inside, and when you get out, the same people who are supposed to help you with reintegration still aren't trained in trauma-informed care.
When will we see isolating people with mental health crises in what they call safe cells is an ill and absolute poor story to tell. The DOC national solitary average was 8% in 2018. Please explain to me why this is. When will it end? COVID-19 ain't making no better. 1,500 prolonged in isolation for 400 days, when it only takes 14 days to recover. Why all the solitude and suffering?
Okay, class. Pay attention. Pay attention. Unsafe, safe. Unsafe, safe. Unsafe, safe. It's not public health, it's public safety. Okay, audience, how are you all today? What is public health? What creates unsafe conditions and poor public health? I'm gonna give you a few minutes to think about that. If you have any papers under your seats, please respond. Okay. The second question, what do we need to improve and facilitate better public health? What are the roots and how do we address them? Let's give yourself a few more minutes to answer those questions.
What would it feel like for me to be in a world where we all felt safe? Would we all feel safe? Would everyone live harmoniously with each other, be kind, loving, caring, and respectful, motivating, inspiring, encouraging, helping those in need? With respect comes love, but without respect, there's no behavior.
What would it feel like? For me, it would feel like a world where we all felt safe, where everyone lives harmoniously with each other, being kind, loving, caring, and respectful, motivating, inspiring, encouraging, and helping one another. With respect comes love, and without respect, there's only hate.
Healing cannot happen in isolation, and isolation is considered torture.
Yes, Supermax. I want to talk to you about Jesus. Beat us down, deprivation. I want to talk to you about Jesus. took our clothes, had us naked. I want to talk to you about Jesus. Ignoring the situation, the torture, I want to talk to you about Jesus.
Talk to me.
Ignoring me and my needs. No real support. Why don't they hear us when we share our story?
I would say home is a mindset.
Home is a person.
Home is a place.
I am home from prison.
Yes.
The whole world is home.
It's good to be home too.
You know, healing and repair cannot happen without storytelling.
It's okay to tell your story.
I would be there.
Call me names. Maybe you don't like it.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for telling your story. For sharing.
I am a returning citizen. Grateful.
Yes.
A mother. Enthusiastic.
Woo!
Speak up, sis.
A good leader.
Yeah.
A teacher. An empath.
Okay.
A go-getter.
Yes.
A licensed cosmetologist.
Okay.
Yes.
A grandmother.
Oh.
But my grandmother calls me honey.
Okay.
Learning and growing daily. A person who takes too much responsibility at times.
Take it.
A good friend
True that.
and a co-scientist. Going to hit the mega millions so I can build a life of luxury and freedom.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
A personal trainer,
Okay.
quiet and loud simultaneously. A community activist,
That's right.
working on myself daily. Excited to be here with this group.
Yes.
Right.
I am a servant, a mother of 3, my father's favorite, family oriented, and excited.
I am black, bold, artistic, adventurous, committed, careful, determined,
You are.
entertaining,
Okay.
gracious, family-oriented, proud, practical,
Yes.
motivated, methodical, optimistic, observant, resourceful, reasonable, revolutionary,
Right.
spiritual, spontaneous, talkative, thoughtful,
Yes.
thankful,
Yes,
understanding,
true.
welcoming, hopeful,
Yes.
and inspiring.
Are we safe? Safety at what cost? Safe to love, safe to live. Are we safe?
to love and safe to live.
Healing cannot happen if we don't disrupt the stigma.
Healing starts from within.
The battle itself is always the hardest part.
You're treating others badly for something that you do yourself.
I am on this life journey to make the best of each day, of each opportunity. Each encounter with everyone that I love and that I can touch. I am walking this walk to learn, to grow, to fight, to listen, to teach. I am a warrior standing on the ground of this land we call home, working to bring about diversity, every shape, color, walk, and level. Equity, supplying, sharing, being, change. Do you see me? Inclusion, welcoming others to lead the way, applying the social and emotional intelligence that the wall stripped away. But community gives, they give it all back. Having, being, sharing, awareness, allowing for growth and change. Bring along all that wish to walk with, ahead, or behind. Just walk, that's all I ask. We on this journey, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
No
go.
matter what,
Let's go.
walk, loyal to his presence. I am.
When I was released from Alderson Federal Prison Camp in 2016, I was given 9 months halfway house. Nobody at camp status at this time was getting 9 months halfway house. At the time, the crack law had passed and the 2-point law, and there were people who served a lot longer sentences that needed the halfway house time. I had 120 months. That's 10 years, if you don't know, if you're not a fast counter. When I arrived at the halfway house, we had to search for employment. One day I went to fill out an application at Walmart, and I filled out the application. My daughter was there to assist me. And as soon as I finished, I felt overwhelmed. I felt like the store was too big and there was just too many people. I was hot, I was sweating, and I just wanted to leave quickly. I had a pass to ride the city bus to the Walmart and back. When I began to feel overwhelmed, I called my father. I said, Dad, I need you to come and get me. I just don't wanna be outside anymore. Can you please pick me up from Walmart and bring me back to the halfway house? He was there in less than 10 minutes. He drove me back to the halfway house, and when I arrived, they were very upset. The administrator was very upset that I had gotten a ride back to the halfway house instead of driving the bus. I explained to her that I was feeling overwhelmed, and I did not in that moment, or I could not be around so many people that I did not know. So I called someone that I knew and felt safe with to bring me back to the place where I thought I belonged. They were focused on the fact that I did not ride the bus back and that I got a ride. They questioned me about filling out the application. I have been in prison from 2008 to 2016. A lot has changed. Now your phone is a computer and you can basically have it in your back pocket. I was not able to fill out the applications quickly. I was not able to access my email until a couple tries. It was all new for me. And as I was trying to access the email that my sister had set up for me years before, director is over my back, just acting like I did not go to Walmart, like I did not fill out the application, like I went on some type of excursion and did not do as I was supposed to do. As I'm explaining to her that I filled out the application, she was interrogating me in a very accusatory way, which made me even more nervous and upset. Once I got into the email and I showed her that I did fill out the application because she wanted me to be lying so bad, I cried. I cried because there was no reason for her to treat me like I wasn't telling the truth. I cried because this is my first time home in 8.5 years, and you are acting like I'm just supposed to pick up and do everything like everyone else that's been here all this time, but I can't. I need time. I need care. I need concern. I need consideration. She had none of that for me. I cried so hard that they left me in the conference room crying for about 20 minutes. At that moment, I could have took every day of those 120 months and went upside her head. But I didn't. Instead, I cried. Healing cannot happen without humility and support.
You don't want answers, you want to explore for yourself.
You will find your own answers if given the space and resources.
But everyone wants to answer for you or tell you what to do.
Oh, talk to me.
What is freedom?
Feeling okay to share my story.
I am smart. I am courageous, moody, athletic, driven, ambitious, forward-thinking, thoughtful, creative, passionate, empathetic, sympathetic, a father, a brother, a friend, focused and dedicated to making and creating a life full of joy for myself and hopefully others, and leaving behind a legacy, a memory that will stand the test of time. I am going to succeed.
That's right.
I am in control of my destiny.
Yes, you are.
I am in control of my thoughts.
That part.
I am who I am. I am me. I am a sister. I am she. I am a survivor. I am free. I'm a grandma. I am Gigi.
Hey.
I'm a protector. I am for you and me.
That's right.
I'm a healer. I'm healing. Who I am thee. I'm a wife. I'm so happy. I am looking in the mirror. I'm looking at me. I am who I am. I am me.
What is freedom?
Trauma-informed care.
A humanized approach.
conflict resolution.
without judgment, punishment, or isolation.
No torture, no solitary confinement.
What is freedom?
Community. Yes.
My people are strong.
Strong.
My people are revolutionary.
We revolutionaries.
My people are courageous.
Courageous.
My people are fired up.
Freedom is investment in our community.
Mental health is public health.
Definitely,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
We have answers.
We have the answers.
We have the answers.
We have the answers.
We just
You
need to
hear
act.
us.
What? Really? No one sees this. Me, us, them. What are we? Who am I? Why here? Solitary, confined. 20 plus 3 hours. Isolated. Few to no showers. Little running water. Sleep deprived, laying on concrete slabs, no mattresses, unrelenting bright fluorescent lighting, blinding us. What? Really? No one sees this? Our loss of time, stripped of all our clothing, naked, numb, and deprived. Refuse meager personal belongings. Religion says this be hell. No safe cell.
No safe cell.
But that's the invisible nature of solitary confinement. No one cares to see, to hear, and smell. The inhumane small boxes
Very good.
will only serve to kill, not heal. What? Really?
Really? Really?
I am
Still.
growing,
Still.
evolving,
Still.
learning,
Still.
getting better,
Still.
writing,
Still.
loving,
Still.
respecting,
Still.
empowering,
Still.
challenging,
Still.
listening,
Still.
adapting,
Still.
adopting,
Still.
protecting,
Still.
fighting,
Still.
pushing,
Still.
seeing,
Still.
believing,
Still.
nurturing,
Still.
standing,
Still.
hustling,
Still.
trying,
Still.
accomplishing,
Still.
aware,
Still.
laughing,
Still.
advocating,
Still.
wishing,
Still.
beast mode,
Still.
chilling,
Still.
winning,
Still.
losing,
Still.
thinking,
Still.
crying,
Still.
grieving,
Stick.
still.
This leaning on your skirts can drive me crazy. I see niggas switching sides like they kids. Ain't nobody can addiction almost drove me crazy.
Wow, let's give them one more round. We're gonna transition to a post-show talkback, so I encourage you to stay and hear directly from them. But thank you. You do have to go. I understand, but you're gonna be missing out. But yes, thank you for coming and listening to the words that you just heard and saw. They're so vulnerable and so open and sharing. So I just really thank them for that. A few reminders as we get set up for the post-show talkback. You should have received an audience survey when you checked in. Please fill those out. It helps us hold these events better. It helps us grow. It also helps us apply for grants. We are a nonprofit, 501c3. So all of these things really help us. So please make sure you fill those out and hand them to a volunteer or put them on the desk if you leave before you leave. The other thing is because we're a nonprofit, and as you saw when you bought a ticket, we always pay what you can tickets, and that helps make this accessible for people to come see theater and hear these stories. We also offer free tickets for anyone whose system is impacted. So if you have a few extra bucks and you enjoyed what you saw, felt like it was powerful, please consider donating. There's a QR code as you leave, or you can go to our website at voicesunbarred.org. That is all for me. So we're going to transition over to the talkback. There's going to be some chance for you to ask some questions, but we're going to get it started. Everyone ready? Cool. All right. Thanks.